Jai Opetaia. Earlier in the year, he signed with Zuffa Boxing to what sounded like a valuable contract financially for him. He'd had the fight against Glanton, his first fight with Zuffa Boxing, and in the process of that, he lost his IBF title. The IBF stated under their laws that the Zuffa belt or any other belt similar should only be displayed as a trophy belt rather than a belt that will be defended or on the line in fights. As things proceeded, it became apparent that the Zuffa title wouldn't be just a trophy belt, but it would actually be put up there as basically a world title as such, a belt that will be fought for and defended. And with that happening, post-fight against Glanton, Jai Opetaia was stripped of his IBF title. Now, I think this is a travesty for a fighter to lose a belt outside the ring, but especially for someone like Jai Opetaia. He's an amazing fighter, an absolute killer in the squared circle. It's so unfortunate that he's lost his title outside the ring with this. And not only is it all worth it in terms of the financial rewards of the contract with Zuffa, not only that, but could this have been avoided? Now, you would think that before signing the contract with Zuffa Boxing and put it into place, that his manager, Mick Francis, would have thoroughly looked over the contract, had consulted lawyers, etc., with the position that it will put Jai in. Will he have any ramifications with fighting for Zuffa Boxing, ramifications with the sanctioning bodies, especially IBF, which he held the title at that point? You would think that those things would be looked out before signing the contract. Now, this might look like I'm throwing darts at Jai's manager, Mick Francis. It's not the case. I'm trying to put together constructive criticism. And bear in mind, I am like a nobody. I'm just a fan that's sitting back and observing things. It may not carry that much weight, what I say. However, I would be happy to challenge anyone in saying that what he's done and in terms of the outcomes of it, and when I say he, both Jai and Mick Francis as a team, I would challenge anyone to discuss that this has been a good outcome. It has not at all. He's been stripped of his IBF title outside the ring, which is terrible when a fighter loses a belt outside the ring. He's limited as to what fights he can have in the future because no one wants to touch Zuffa Boxing with a bar of soap, it seems. And his whole future has been very much redirected. Now, what's happened has happened. It is what it is. You can't change the past. We wish that the contract was looked over more thoroughly and certain things put in there to avoid being stripped of a title. But it's happened now. And I hope one big thing that Jai Opetaia learns from this, the reality of politics, and I'm not talking Labor, Liberal, left-wing, right-wing politics, I'm talking politics within promoters, sanctioning bodies in boxing, play a huge part in what happens to a fighter in his career. While it's good to have a savvy, experienced manager, while that's all good, you need to actually look at things yourself and have an understanding. It's all very well and good to say, look, I don't care about the politics. Who cares? Let's just fight. That's all that matters. It's all very well and good to say that, but in actual practice, that's not what happens. There's heaps of politics that will dictate how a fighter's career pans out and how things happen from one fight to the next. I just hope that Jai Opetaia has a better understanding of that now, and I hope that him and his manager and people around him can navigate the situation that they're in at the moment and not have the circumstances that happen with his IBF belt being stripped, not have that happen in the future. That's what is, I hope, that will happen. Rather than just being in interviews and press conferences, etc., saying, I want to fight the other champions. I want to be a unified champion. I want to go for undisputed. Rather than just putting that out there, because that's not going to happen while he's with Zuffa and the way things are at the moment. Rather than say that, look at how they can navigate this situation. that they're in at the moment. That's what I really hope for Jai Opetaia, because in the ring, like I've said many times, he is an absolute killer. You could not find a better example for a young boxer coming up to be like in the ring with Jai Opetaia. He's a fantastic fighter, and I got very, very little doubt that he could be undisputed if these politics weren't playing such a big part. I'm not trying to be critical of Jai. He's a fantastic fighter. And I'm not even really being out and out critical of his manager, Mick Francis. It's just constructive criticism that I'm putting forward with things. But that's my opinion, guys. Please comment below. Comment on whether you think it was a positive or negative thing, but even more so, put down how you think that they can navigate from the current situation they're in. Guys, thanks.